We live in New York. That's bread. Like,
I know.
you know how much rent is over there?
Yeah,
Lot.
it's bread in other places too.
Ashley Dones and the defendant partnered to make costumes for Carnival. When the plaintiff was the only one putting up the cash, she claims her friend promised she would reimburse her when they made a profit. Well, the costumes didn't sell, so she is suing for $2,000. Abigail Shallow says this was a mutual investment, her time and the plaintiff's dime. She never meant to hurt her friend, but says she owes nothing.
The Honorable Judge Jerry Springer now presiding. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Najee. How are you?
I'm doing well, Judge. Thank you.
Good.
This is case number 019 on the docket, Dones versus Shallow.
Okay. I am assuming you are both fashion designers, and if you're not, you should be. You're suing her. Why?
So, Your Honor, I'm suing my so-called friend of 6 years to reimburse me the money that she owes me for a vision that she wanted, that she made me believe that I was gonna get double my money, or if not, she was gonna reimburse me whatever I invested. We modeled before, and we're trying to transition into like design and other projects. So she told me, oh, let's jump into this project called Carnival. You gotta invest. So she didn't have the money, so I said, okay, I'll put it up as long as you promise me that I'm gonna get it back.
Carnival, is that like Mardi Gras?
It's a celebration.
It's a celebration.
It's a celebration where the Caribbean comes all together in multiple parts of the world, and we come and celebrate life.
Leading up to the event, you have to do production, you have to promote, you have to get models to represent what you're showing off. Unfortunately, she left that to me to do by myself, and
Not true.
yes, you did.
So apparently she's failing to realize that I did all the work. The only reason why I wasn't there is because I was too busy making sure that everything was
What
good.
work?
With the costume. How else are we gonna present the costume if there's no costume? So I had to stay home and
But
make
I
sure
already
that.
brought the costumes there.
But
I
there's
set it
still,
up by
let her
myself.
Hang on, man.
look,
Let her-
there's still details that I had to make sure was completed. I have to make sure that I had the right feathers, make sure I have backup feathers, make sure I have the glue gun, make sure I have extra gems, because then it's embarrassing.
Minor things when I already had
It's
presented.
not minor.
Okay.
Especially
Yes,
we're
it is.
Okay,
selling.
let her talk.
We're selling these costumes for like 500, 700. Like, we're trying to sell it to make back the profit.
Sure.
So you got to make sure that people are paying for high quality stuff.
Okay, that is your drawing.
As you can see, that's my front line and back line. Front line is the most extravagant. It's the biggest, the glitz, the glam, probably
Got
the
it.
most expensive. Midline is for those who wants the glitz and glam but can't really afford it, or maybe you don't want the big backpack on your back. And then you have back line, where you can still be a part of the celebration, a part of the parade, but you can't really afford the whole shebang.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can actually show you that up close, because I do have a model to show you what
Okay,
that looks like in
let's
person.
take a look.
All right.
Very nice. Najee, you know about this.
A little bit. I'm West Indian as well.
Well, oh, wonderful. Have you been to the carnival?
Every year.
What
Oh,
country?
wow.
Every year.
So how would you rate this outfit?
That's a beautiful outfit. It's very well put together. It's a beautiful outfit. Absolutely.
So, Your Honor, if you look at everything here, everything is made by hand, down to these gems here, the feathers, this gem here, the wire work is done.
Which
this
I
backpack-
did those by
All right,
myself.
for like 10 seconds, but I still
I
did this whole thing.
I
Okay.
did the backpack.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I was the one
Okay,
who
so you
gemmed
just
that.
held the fabric.
How much would this sell for example, the outfit?
This was going for about $575, I believe.
That means that obviously I'm gonna triple or double my money that I invested in this costume, which is around 2K. The agreement that we have with our band launch is another $500 that I paid for out of my own pocket for, that she didn't contribute at all any money to.
Are you guys supposed
Nothing.
to split that?
Yes, but unfortunately she didn't have the money to put it up, so she told me that, oh, you can put it up and I'll reimburse
But-
you, or we'll make double it if we
But
sell the
I
costumes.
still explained to her how this works. When coming into any form of carnival, anything. When it comes to like creating a costume, it's a win or lose situation. Either we work together and try to push and try and like market, that way we can try and get that money back, but there wasn't anything going on.
Okay, you mentioned that this was an investment. There's win or lose in investments. If you don't sell it, you lose. But how do you lose? Because if you're not putting any money into making it and you don't have to pay her for any losses, then there's no way that you can lose. She basically was saying to you, this isn't an investment, this is a gift. Because if you could make money, but there's no way you can lose, because if you lost any money, she'd reimburse you.
Exactly.
That's giving you a gift. What percentage of the profits were you going to make if that sold? 50%? Were you going to split 50-50?
Basically, it was.
Yeah. So you get 50% of the profit, but if it loses, you don't have to pay anything. If you're partners, you both have to split the expense and you both split the winnings. Then it's an investment.
The agreement was if I didn't make my money back, she was gonna pay it.
Right. So
I
but
didn't
that's
get
not
that.
an investment.
I gave her the idea, like she would not have been a part of Carnival if it wasn't for me.
I get it.
So, and in a way, it's still a gift because then, if done properly, and if we did make back the profit, we could have made 10 times of whatever she invested.
Exactly. But what was going to happen if you didn't sell?
She was supposed to reimburse
She
me.
loses, you don't.
Exactly.
That's not a fair deal. What I think you should do is split the expenses. She has the receipts. You guys want to keep this friendship together?
But she said she's gonna reimburse me the whole amount that I spent.
Well,
That's a verbal agreement.
but
That's
that
technically
makes,
agreement
you're a
verbally.
you're a grown up, but that can't be a deal. That makes no sense.
All right, but considering the friendship, you would think like if you're gonna dish
Why
out
was
money,
she
you're gonna
going?
be
Why was she going to just come to you and said, "Here, make money,
because
and you have
when
nothing to lose"?
When you have a friendship, there's moments when you look out for each other.
I
so
understand.
I did that
Are
at
you
this
looking
moment.
out for her?
If I
Were you looking out for her?
Yeah, 'cause I
obviously
wanted to make
not.
sure- yes, I was, because if
No,
I'm
you
taking the
weren't
time,
because I'm
making-
still out $2,000.
Okay.
All right, but I still, if I didn't look out for her, I wouldn't have been up countless nights.
There was a point where you didn't
right.
even do anything. Like I had to ask other people to help me.
This didn't work out. She's really hurt. She's your friend.
Yeah,
Split
because not
the
only my
cost.
friendship is
Hang on,
messed up,
man.
I don't even have the money that came out of my savings that I was trusting somebody to reimburse me or make a profit off of.
You were telling her that if it didn't work out, you would pay her back. You're saying you never told her that.
Because I was confident enough that we can.
I know you. I love that
I
spirit.
didn't want to have that. I didn't want to have that negative, like we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna. I didn't
know,
want
but
that because I
isn't
didn't.
it better to be truthful? To say, you know what? If we don't sell, you could be out $2,000. That's a lot of money.
We live in New York. That's bread. Like,
I know.
you know how much rent is over
It's-
there?
Yeah,
Lot.
it's bread in other places too.
Right.
If you made a profit, let's say you sold 10 of those, you know you would have been right there saying, let's split it. Because in this business world, someone that just says, I'll pay you back, they can be real enthusiastic in the beginning when someone, because she really thought that this would sell well.
But that's like being a scammer.
What? Wow.
You're a young person. You got a whole life ahead of you, and you're creative. So you're going to be successful, and you're going to remember this time so that the next time you ever make a business relationship, friend or not a friend, you're going to have it written down. It's the only way it works. Because this isn't so bad. This is bread, but it's not enough to kill you.
Yeah, we're not in your position. We need that bread. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
This is good advice.
Well,
man.
you know what?
Soak it up.
My advice is worth $1,000, and the other $1,000 I'm going to make sure you get. So you had a good day. You got $1,000 back, and you got $1,000 of advice.
Oh wow.
thanks.
For the plaintiff, $1,000.
I would like to let Ashley know that I didn't mean for any of this to get to where it is. I did love her. I do love her. I hope that we can fix things. I didn't expect it to get this far.
I do love her, and I do want our friendship to always maybe rekindled, I guess. But like, just next time, show some trust and loyalty.
Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. For more Judge Jerry, click here. For more Jerry Springer, click here.